time for the Doug Garrison Show! This week, Doug talks to Child and Family Services of the UP and discusses their mission. A local film company called Marquette Cinema Coalition has completed a new project, and we preview that. The Celebrity Golf Classic to benefit Beacon House is next week, and we get some last-minute details. And Shadow Arcade performs.
Hey, that's us!
I know! Stick around, the Doug Garrison Show starts now!
Tell the host 2 minutes. Stand by live to tape. Lighting to show level, please. Confirm front of house sound PFL. Roll tape on masters, challenge places. Alright, let's clear the set. Cue John music, open stage mics, standby effects, standby CG. Standby to open on 3, 2. Alright, folks, let's have a good show. Stand by, roll it in.
All right, okay, thank you very much. Thank you for joining us here at Upfront & Company and at home on Charter Channel 12 and Fox UP. Well, we've got a good show for you tonight. We're going to talk about some things of local interest. We've got some events coming up. We've got a film coming out. We're going to preview that. We're going to talk about one of our local service agencies, and we've got a neat band called Shadow Arcade, so I hope you'll stick around for that. Before we get into it, though, I wanted to weigh in on the gas station controversy. I want to put in my 9/10 of a cent, so to speak. That's a joke. Although I'm not the voice of all reason in this, I have an opinion, and I'd like to share it with you. For those of you who don't know, the KBIC tribe of Native Americans is proposing to put a gas station in Marquette Township. The local association of gas station owners is opposing this for reasons that you probably understand. I don't have a dog in this fight. I do like low gas prices, but I don't have any stake in the outcome of this whatsoever. But the general sentiment seems to be that people would like low gas prices. Well, first of all, it needs to be pointed out that gas prices, regardless of whether they're high, low, or indifferent, are a product of our capitalistic free market system. The only way that you can affect gas prices and make lower gas prices, if you'd like, is to buy a gas station and offer low gas prices. Otherwise, it's our free market at work, and you need to understand that. Second, I understand that Big Oil, and by association, our local gas station owners don't gain a lot of sympathy from the gas buying public. You know, when Big Oil announces billion-dollar quarterly profits, they don't get a lot of sympathy from people that are paying high prices for gas and struggling to make ends meet. And I hope they understand that they're not going to get a lot of sympathy in the court of public opinion. If they don't, they need to look into that issue a little bit further. That brings us to the current issue. One of the gas station owners, Mr. Atanasoff of Christ Oil, made some very unfortunate comments, allegedly, to a reporter concerning Native Americans. Now, if these comments offended your sensibilities about how we should treat other people, then you're free to react however you like. And if you want to boycott the gas stations owned by Mr. Atanasoff, that's your choice. I would suggest, though, that you don't paint with a broad brush and boycott all gas stations because of the unfortunate comments that may have been made by one owner. That would be unfair and that would be wrong. But I think it can't be stressed enough that the gas station owners are only reacting to a situation, a scenario in which they're going to be put in that creates a situation of competitive unfairness. The tribal gas stations, as we know, operate with a different cost operation. They don't pay state taxes. So they already are able to offer cheaper gas while at the same time not contributing to our state tax coffers. And that creates an unlevel playing field. The gas station owners would just like fair competition. So I think it's important that we understand from that point of view, the gas station owners are just doing what many of us would do. Even though the response of the gas station owners has been clumsy, at best inarticulate, at worst possibly libelous, it's important to note that they do have a position worth your consideration. You know, they just want that fair competition. Let me suggest this. The next time a Native American opens up a store, a retail outlet, they might be selling the same type of products that you sell in your store, and you might be competing with them also on an unlevel playing field. So remember, take that into consideration when you're considering all the factors with this gas station debate. I offer time on this show for Mr. Atanasoff or reasonable representatives of the gas station industry to come on and present their case. Let me know you'd like to be on, and we'll make time for you. Okay, just my thoughts. We've got a big show. We've got a lot to get to. We've got Shadow Arcade coming up later on. Stick around. We'll be right back. All right. Thank you.
Zip.
Zilch.
Nada. Not a penny due when you drive away in your new Honda.
Make no down payment on this Honda Civic and pay only $220 a month.
With no first month's payment and 0 deposit.
Get this, not 1, not 10, but 26 times the Honda Accord has been voted a top 10 car. This one's just $250 a month with 0 due at signing.
Come pick out your new Honda at the new Riverside of Marquette.
The Doug Garrison Show is brought to you in part by Bell Hospital and Bell Rehab Services. Safely take the road to physical recovery with Bell Rehab Services. And by Marquette Golf Club, home of the classic heritage and award-winning Gray Walls golf courses. For rates and information, visit marquettegolfclub.com. Okay, all right. Our first guest tonight is Norma Samasco, and she is the Executive Director of Child and Family Services of the UP. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having us.
When we say Child and Family Services of the UP, I see you're headquartered in Marquette, but you have offices or satellite branches all around the UP? How's that work?
In all 15 counties.
In all 15 counties. An office and staffed?
Correct.
Okay. Now, just if somebody doesn't know anything about what you do, what is the agency charged with? What's your mission?
Our mission is strengthening children and families toward a better future, having kids have a safe and happy environment, healthy environment.
Yeah. What types of things do you do to help make that happen?
We work with homeless, we work with adoption and foster care, we work with kids in diversion and JIP programs, wraparound.
Yeah. Now, those of us who are in nuclear families where we have kids and homes and we're not experiencing homeless, we don't always know about all this that's going on. Mm-hmm. But are there a lot of family problems throughout the UP, and how are they caused by joblessness, or what is the situation and what are the causes?
Last year we served 5,000 children and families, and it is due to homelessness, it is due to neglect and abuse, it is due to job loss. Yeah. That's very hard for families.
We have people on with similar types of programs, and it's always surprising to learn that there are so many people in need of this type of assistance. How are you funded?
We are funded through the feds, through state funding, and through a lot of grants.
Has that been a challenge these days? Is it a fight for dollars?
Yes, it is with everybody, but we're very lucky. We also have a lot of supporters that help our agency, as we've been in business over 90 years, and 90% of our revenue goes to direct services for families.
Excellent. How many employees throughout the agency?
Approximately 54.
Yeah, okay, throughout the 15 counties.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Speaking of fundraising, you've got a couple events coming up you wanted to talk about. You're going to raffle off a car, for one thing.
Yes, a Chevy Sonic, and we have tickets. They're $5 a piece for one, or you get 5 for $20. The drawing is going to be August 25th at Seafood Fest. You can go on our website. The car is through Fry Chevrolet. And or you can come to our carnival, which is our next, it's this Saturday, June 23rd from 11 to 4 at Lower Harbor. We will have music, food, games, bouncy houses, fortune tellers, dunk tanks, face painting. And it's $5 for a family of 3 or less, and $10 for families of 4 or more. And then there's some games that are 50 cents. It also includes face painting, and the bouncy houses are free for kids.
Now, this is the 3rd year of this event.
Yes.
And has it been a successful fundraiser?
It has been a very successful fundraiser, and it's great for families to come out because they can play in the park, they can come and have food that doesn't cost a lot, be able to enjoy things. We have the fire department that comes down there so they can go through the fire truck. We have police cars down there. So it's really a community event.
Yeah, it sounds like it. Do you get families in from all throughout the UP coming into town for this?
Throughout the whole UP, yes.
Yeah. One more question about the work of the agency itself. What type of people do you employ? Is it mostly social workers? Is that who works with the
Mostly
families?
social workers, yes. Bachelor's and master's level social workers.
And you also use volunteers?
Yes, we do use volunteers. We have our before and after school program also that the parents can use for their children during the school year, and our summer program, which will be held this summer at North Star. And we have volunteers that help with kids for mentors or
if someone wants to
visitation.
volunteer,
they can just call 228-4050 and we will
put them to work.
Put 'em
Or
to
go
work.
to your website for
Or
more
go to our
information.
website, absolutely.
Okay, we posted your website on the screen there. That's a great idea. It sounds like a great mission. Norma, thanks for coming on. Good luck with getting that Sonic to a worthy contributor, and also have fun at your Family Fun Day this Saturday at Matson Park. Norma Simasco from Child and Family Services. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. It was very nice.
Stick around. We're going to preview a film when we come back. All right.
Guess what? You can get any new or used car finance in the Marquette Community Federal Credit Union for 3.9% APR. New or used. Got your eye on this new Escalade? 3.9%. How about this 75 Gremlin? 3.9%. Looking at this stylish Dodge Dart? 3.9%. How about a new Chevy Cruze? 3.9%. RV, boat, tractor? 3.9%. What about this DeLorean Time Machine? 3.9%. 3.9% auto loans, new and used at the Marquette Community Federal Credit Union. Stop in and apply today.
Togo's, Marquette's original submarine sandwich.
Focus on Arts and Culture is presented by City Insurance, a full-service independent insurance agency offering competitive prices and services for all types of personal and business insurance. All right, thank you, City Insurance, for that. Okay, our Arts and Culture feature tonight is with a couple of filmmakers, and they represent the Marquette Cinema Coalition. With me are Dustin Katona and Jeff Genesee. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having us.
Jeff, tell us a little bit about the Marquette Cinema Coalition. It's you two. What are you guys up to?
Well, ultimately, it's a collaboration of Dustin and myself who've come together, and we're attempting to bring truth and beauty into the cinematic form. And we've been given an opportunity recently to produce a full-length feature film. And I think the coming together of Dustin and I, from his background and my background, have allowed to create a really unique project.
Well, I know that you have some great filmmaking background. I know you've got a good eye from what I've seen. I don't know much about Dustin's work. Why don't you tell me about Dustin?
Dustin, I could go so far as to say, is what I would deem the mastermind behind the overall storyline here. The original story that we were working on here was based upon a World Youth Day trip that we took to Madrid, Spain last year, but Dustin has since taken the footage that we captured there and kind of woven a story about some narrative fictional characters that Dustin was. He knows, not intimately, but he knows through his work outside of the Cinema Coalition. So it's a really unique collaboration that we're working on.
Dustin, tell us about this film.
Sure.
What's it called?
It's called Encounter.
The Encounter.
Yes.
And what's it about?
It's about, first of all, a group of 55 pilgrims who went to Madrid, Spain. And when they went to Madrid, Spain, they went and had an encounter with about 2 million other youth around the world at an international gathering called World Youth Day. And we followed them. Upon coming home, we realized that we could make it into a full-length feature. And when we did that, we decided to install these beautiful little vignettes, as we call them, making kind of a mosaic of a film, kind of talking of the encounter that youth have in their everyday experience as they go through life, complementing the same pilgrimage experience that these 55 pilgrims had.
This must have been quite an experience for you two as filmmakers and just as travelers.
Right, very much so. I mean, especially if you think about what we had to do. We had to literally carry 45 to 50-pound packs on our back.
You didn't have guys doing this for you?
No production assistants.
That'll be your next film.
Indeed.
Now, you brought a clip with you, and you said this is a little bit self-explanatory.
That's right.
Yes. All right, well, let's take a look. This is a sample of from the film called An Encounter. Let's roll that.
This pilgrimage, this period of time that we took out of our lives is really a symbol of the pilgrimage, which is our life. We are all on a pilgrimage. This life is a pilgrimage, and we are pilgrims passing through this world on our way to, yes, indeed a holy place, the holy place. We're on our way home to the kingdom of heaven. And so it can't be just an experience that we had, but it has to be a springboard, really, for a deeper understanding of what the purpose and meaning of our life is. And I think that's so true for so many young people today. I shouldn't say just young people, for people in general, you know, who go through life and they don't understand why. That their life does have a purpose, their life does have a meaning. Their existence is not random, but that they are chosen and loved by God, and that He calls them to follow Him on this wonderful pilgrimage, which is life.
You know, that's cool. You guys obviously have seen that quite a few times. My first look at it, I'm most impressed with the fact that it looks like it's from New York City or LA. It's just high quality stuff that I've grown to expect out of Jeff and Dustin. Apparently what Jeff says, you have an eye to and a way of weaving a story. Tell us, when are we going to be able to see this film?
Actually, it's premiering here locally this Sunday, June 24th, 1:30 p.m. at the Royal Cinemas.
Up by Econo Foods.
That's right.
Donation to get in.
That's right.
Come and watch the film, and hopefully it gets released out into the nationwide sometime after that.
That's for sure.
What's coming up next for your film company here, Jeff?
Quite honestly, Doug, it's at a point in time where I haven't looked past the premiere of this film. But ultimately, we want to make movies. We want to bring the cinematic form back to life in so many ways and shapes and forms.
Yeah.
So.
Well, this could be a springboard for you. It's Encounter this Sunday, June 24th at Royal Cinema Theater from the guys here at Marquette Cinema Coalition. Dustin, Jeff, thank you very much, and good luck to both of you.
Thanks, Doug.
All right. Thank you. All right. When we come back, we're going to talk about a little golf and home away from home, so stick around.
City Insurance has you covered. Located on Washington Street, Marquette.
This isn't an ordinary kitchen. It's a Schwalbach kitchen. So what makes that name so special? It's simple. Schwalbach Kitchens means quality. We take pride in our work, and it shows in every detail. Our family of professionals work for your family to make your house a home. Customer satisfaction has always been at the heart of our business. We'll answer all your questions, listen to your ideas, and incorporate them into the final design. There is a difference when it comes to affordable cabinets. Come and see for yourself. Schwalbach Kitchens, kitchens with the personality.
All right. Okay, thanks for sticking around. You're going to be glad you did. With me are our friends from the Beacon House, Sula Galley and Mary Tavernini Dowling, back for their second appearance on the Doug Garrison Show after last year's successful celebrity golf outing. You're doing it again this year, Mary.
Yes, we are.
It worked last year.
It was just spectacular, and you were one of our big celebrities.
You know, it was an awesome time. It was the highlight of my summer.
Was
Absolutely.
it really?
Oh, it was beautiful, tremendous. You guys did a great job of pulling this thing together, and it shows by the fact that you're doing it again, and you've doubled it in size.
Steve Mariucci said, let's make it a monster. Let's capitalize on the popularity of it. Let's see how much money we can raise for Beacon House. He believes our cause is pure. He said that there just isn't another thing that he works with that he really sees such potential in, and he thought, give it a try.
Well, the Mariucci Family Foundation is your primary sponsor this year.
That's our presenting
Obviously,
sponsor.
his heart is in this thing.
Really
And
is.
I want to say that nobody worked harder on this last year than he did, too. I mean, he really gets into it.
He really does.
He's not just a figurehead and comes in and puts his name on something. He works it.
You're exactly right. Yeah. And this year he's going to have a little help from a very old friend.
Oh, yeah?
We just heard from Tom Izzo today,
yeah.
and Tom and his family will be flying up and joining us
Great.
as well.
Well, those two got to be together.
They do.
Sue, tell us a little bit about why this is important, why it's important to raise this money for Beacon House.
Beacon House is a home away from home for patients and families that come to the Marquette medical community for care. And these people come from great distances and quite often don't have any money, and if they're
already spending a lot of money just on their medical care.
Just on their health care, and they can't afford to stay in a hotel, and if they do, the hotel is not a good supportive environment for them when they're not feeling well anyway. So it's very important. We've served over 115,000 people since we have opened our doors 10 years ago at this location. And, you know, people from all over the Upper Peninsula, every
really
state,
affects the whole UP.
And every state in the country and several countries besides, you know, the United States.
And your location near the hospital helps too.
Yeah. Well, a lot of people, when they come to Marquette, they just want to park their car and never drive it again because it's a big city. And they can see the hospital, so they feel very comfortable and confident in staying there.
Well, it's great work, and you're doing a great service for people who need it at that time. So it is very important. Mary, let's talk a little bit about the golf outing again. Some of the celebrities that are going to be coming this year, besides me.
Besides you, okay.
Yeah.
Well, we have Steve Mariucci and we have Tom Izzo.
Steve
with Jay Feely. We're very excited to welcome Jim McMahon to our area.
Nice.
Usually charges $50,000 to play in a celebrity tournament. He's coming zero. He's just coming because he wants to see everyone.
Yeah.
We have Rick Mahorn was here last year, and he's bringing a good friend this year.
And
got Terry Ahola from the Upper Peninsula.
Terry was here last year.
Nick
you mentioned Bill
Baumgartner.
Lambier is going to come this year.
Called us today.
A big fan for Michigan sports fans. Yeah. Well, I'm excited about it. It was exciting for me to meet these celebrities and to see them in a different surrounding than we normally see them on TV.
Yes.
And they all seem to have a lot of fun too. And obviously, they're coming back.
They're coming back and bringing more friends.
How can people still participate in this?
They can call us at Beacon House. They can call me on my cell phone, 360-6000.
And we've got your website here. Check out the website.
They go to the website, check
they
things
out. They can still
out.
play. They can play on the Heritage. They can play on Gray Walls, and they can be sponsors.
We've got about 6 team openings left, one on Gray Walls and the others on Heritage. And we believe those will be filled up by the end of the week. But give us a call, and we'll get you in if you want to see.
It's next Thursday. It's a 2-day event, Wednesday and Thursday. It's a lot of fun. If you want to support a good cause like Beacon House and have the time of your life this summer in Marquette, certainly support this event. Sue and Mary, thanks for coming on again. I look forward to having a great time with you and raising a lot of money for Beacon House.
Thank you for helping us.
Thanks for joining us. All right. Shadow Arcade coming up, so stick around. We'll be right back.
There are many reasons for pre-planning funerals. Peace of mind, sparing family difficult decisions, paying for tomorrow's services at today's prices. But none is more important than making someone's loss a little less empty. Contact MQTcinema Funeral Home for their free brochure on pre-planning.
Restaurants. The trendier they are, the more they charge. At Big Boy, we don't chase the latest trend because we believe value never goes out of style. Whether you order from our menu or enjoy one of our hearty buffets, you'll discover that good food doesn't have to be overpriced. Imagine being able to afford to take your whole family out to dinner. It's not a trend, it's what we do at Big Boy.
All right, with me are Brianne Kennick and Troy Graham. Troy's been on the show before, but Brianne hasn't. They are now called Shadow Arcade. How long have you guys been together, Brianne?
Since April.
And you do all your own material? You write all your own stuff?
Yep, we write one song per practice, if not more. So.
And you enjoy playing with Troy?
It's an awesome time.
He's a pretty good guitar player, isn't he?
Yeah.
Okay, Troy, you've got some stuff recorded for sale?
We do. We have this cassette tape here that we put out on Van Party Tapes. That's the label that represents us. You can find them on Facebook, on facebook.com/VanPartyTapes. And we'd like to thank our good buddy Jeremy for putting it out for us.
And to find out more about Shadow Arcade, visit them on Facebook.
Exactly.
And you're playing this Saturday?
At the Blue Lounge.
Okay, look for Shadow Arcade. Ladies and gentlemen, Shadow Arcade.
And Miss Judy, and I am here and you are in my movie. Oh, so don't you baptize me in your father's Christ. Don't baptize me in your weary lies. Don't baptize me in your unfit mind tonight. What a night. Don't you baptize me on the Greyhound bus. You don't baptize me 'cause I have no trust for any water you cleanse me in. It's alright, it's alright, it's alright. And I have made these same mistakes before. And that is why you have just closed the door of your heart, 'cause you've seen me have care. 'Cause sometimes I like to spike the whiskey with lead. So don't you baptize me in your father's Christ. Don't baptize me in your weary lies. Don't baptize me in your unfit mind tonight. What a night. Don't you baptize me on the Greyhound bus. You don't baptize me 'cause I have no trust for any water you cleanse me in. It's alright, it's alright. Don't you baptize me in your father's Christ. Don't baptize me in your weary lies. Don't baptize me in your unfit mind tonight. What a night. Don't you baptize me on the Greyhound bus. And don't baptize me 'cause I have no trust for any water you cleanse me in. It's alright, it's alright, it's alright. Don't you baptize me in your father's Christ. Don't baptize me in your weary lies. Don't baptize me in your unfit mind tonight. What a night. Don't you baptize me on the Greyhound bus. And don't baptize me 'cause I have no trust for any water you cleanse me in. It's alright, it's alright. Don't you baptize me in your father's Christ. Don't baptize me in your weary lies. Don't baptize me in your unfit mind tonight. What a night. Don't you baptize me on the Greyhound bus. And don't baptize me 'cause I have no trust for any water you'd cleanse me in. It's alright, it's alright, it's alright.
The Chrysler Building is now complete, and Fox Nagani is ready to officially open the doors to the public.
Stop in and meet our new Chrysler sales team and celebrate with specials all month long on our complete line of Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram vehicles.
Plus, take advantage of service specials and a $14.95 oil change.
It all leads up to a grand opening June 25th with a ribbon cutting ceremony on June 28th. Join us at Fox Nagani, your hometown dealer, only the best.
The Doug Garrison Show is brought to you in part by Checker Transport. Check out the brand new limo and coach all-in-one. It's great for trips and corporate events and seats up to 30 people. Find out more. Visit MarquetteLimo.com. And by Cliffs Natural Resources, a global mining leader with local investment and impact. Cliffs Natural Resources. All right, I want to thank our guest Norma Samasco from Child and Family Services. We had Jeff Genesee and Dustin Katona from the Marquette Cinema Coalition, and of course Sula Galley and Mary Tavernini Dowling from Beacon House. And for entertainment, of course, Shadow Arcade. Thanks for joining us. See us here again next week on the Doug Garrison Show. All right.